Artemisia tells the story of famous in her own time and then neglected for centuries Italian painter Artemisia Gentileschi. She had an extraordinary life. Living in Italy, early 17th century, famed for her work at that time, which for a woman was incredible and unusual.
I love writing about history, in part because it's a bit of time travel. It's this group collective journey to the past that live theater is able to give us in a way that feels so visceral and emotional and present. So telling Artemisia's story and jumping back a few hundred years is possible, and we all get to do it together when we sit and enjoy this play.
When we cooked up the idea for World Premiere Wisconsin back in fall of 2018, I immediately started thinking about, well, what would Forward's world premiere production be as part of that festival? And my very first thought was, maybe this is our excuse to commission Lauren Gunderson. We've directed several of her plays here. We'd had her here in Madison. We just feel so simpatico with the incredible kinds of stories that she tells. The audience loves her work here. And I'm just so thrilled that it has all come to pass.
I love how she writes women. I love how she gives these women in history that nobody really knows about a voice and a story and life, and brings them to life in such a full, rich way.
Yeah, she's got a very distinct voice to me, and it's a mixture. It's a balance of what I would call heightened language and contemporary language.
My philosophy is that life is very similar. In terms of the humanity, no matter what generation you're in. So Artemisia is still dealing with love and loss and passion and betrayal in the same way that we do now. And I don't want anything in between the audience and really falling in love with and rooting for these characters. So language can be a barrier, and I don't want it to be. So our characters sound fresh and a little crude and absolutely human, and that's what I want to bring people as close to the story as possible, so you walk out feeling like you know and love these characters.
Working on plays like this, it's a newness and a freshness that I would not have expected.
It's also gorgeous. This production is so beautiful. When you do a play about an artist and you have that artist as your inspiration, the work that the Scenic design team has done and the design team in general, it's such a full experience, I think, for an audience.
It's got humor, it's got that tragedy, it's sexy, it's weird, it's idiosyncratic, it has a voice that is just uniquely hers.
What I love about Forward is it's not just a wonderful theater company, it's a wonderful theater community. You have found such a way to really bring people together, to have important conversations, not just about the art, but what the art is about. And that's the community I want to be in. That's the kind of art I want to make and the people I want to make it for.